How's it going, everybody? Ardeen here once again, and today I'm bringing you some action from Standard. We're playing mono blue, but not the control list that you're used to, mono blue creatures. It's a very exciting list. We're absolutely smashing the ladder, so hopefully this is a deck that you want to pick up and try yourself. But before we jump into that deck tech, as always, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and catch me on twitch.tv 5 days a week on the link down below. Let's have a look at that deck. Okay guys, so here it is. It's a very interesting list indeed. Only very few instants and sorcery spells, and I'll tell you why. Let me just kind of walk you through it. What you want to be doing is getting as many early drops down as possible to put pressure on your opponent's board. This forces them to hit removal, and it forces them to play cards in a sequence which way they wouldn't usually play. Okay, so that's very important. In the early one drop, bear in mind we are playing a snow version. Now, I've tweaked this slightly from some of the video that you'll see. We were playing a non-snow version, then we tried to upmarket it a little bit, and this is the final version that we've settled on. Currently 88% win rate on the ladder. We are 82nd on the ladder using this list at the time of recording. So I'll update that stats for you in the comments. So what you want to be doing is trying to play a turn 1 Ascendant Spirit. This is a great card. It on turn 2 can potentially be a 2/3, and then you're attacking in the air as a 4/4, and if you upscale it again, you're attacking in the air as a 6/6 bare minimum, drawing a card every time you deal damage. So an excellent card to play as a 2 of. Then we've got cards such as the Yuan-Ti Malison. Now this is a card which can attack in, hits those planewalkers, it can't be blocked a lot of the time, and you're scrying, you're making those treasures, you're drawing cards. An excellent opportunity to play this. And one of the key cards in this deck, even though it's potentially a card that you've overlooked before, is the Alrund stroke hacker. Now you want to play it down as a hacker on a 2-drop where possible. You can get a couple of damage in the air. Oftentimes your opponents can't deal with it because of that 3 toughness, and you're going to be sorting out your card draws for the next 2 or 3 turns. Very essential. The downside is it does come back to your hand, so you have to replay it, but that's perfectly fine because when you get to 5 mana, you can play it down as the Alrund, which enters the battlefield mostly as a 4/4 or a 5/5, and then you'll be drawing cards at the end of each turn. I recommend saying either lands or creatures, depends if you know what's on the top of your deck. That's kind of where you want to go. You want to thin out your deck as much as possible, bulk your hand, and get ready for the attack. There's also a 4-off Spectral Adversary, but what I like to do with this card is hold it back as much as possible. It's great to flash in if your opponent's playing control, or if your opponent's playing heavy creatures. Save it until the end game where you can flash it in, nullify lots of your opponent's blockers, and then just get in for damage. And talking about getting in for damage, the Grazilaxx, great card. It does have this additional kind of keyword where you, if a creature becomes blocked, you can return it to your hand, which is fine. You don't use it that often, except for when you get blocked by your opponent's life gain creatures, then you probably want to use it. But if you get a hacker down or a Malison down at turn 2, Malison, on turn 2, and then you play this on turn 3, oftentimes you're not only you're attacking in and scrying, but you're attacking in and drawing cards as well. So a great card, and it's a great attacker by itself. 3 of Dream Shacklegeist, great for removing some of your opponent's blockers, and this is where you start to not only get aggressive in the early game, but pervasive in terms of defense in the mid game. So you have 3 of these, which is a great attacker. And then when your opponent starts to play creatures, you can steal them with the Tempted by the Oriq. You can also steal Planeswalkers with this, by the way, so just remember that. And if that's not enough, if your opponent's playing some big creatures like the Goldspan Dragon, you have 4 of Mind Flayer, which is an excellent card. It's a decent body, and it takes your opponent's biggest creature. So it just clears the air for you to be getting in lots of damage here. 2 of Desert Doom, just an excellent card, also draws you more cards. And we have a 2 of Hullbreaker Horror. Now, not the best list to play the Hullbreaker Horrors in. You know, we've only got 2 considers in the main to help this, but it does enough. If you can land this and it sticks it for even a turn, we've got enough early creatures and cheap spells to really kind of make an impact on the board. In the sideboard, we've got a 2 of Hermit, great for those control matchups. 3 of Dragon Turtle. Now this is what you want to be playing if your opponent's on kind of Gruul or mono green. It really does shore up the board, locks your opponent's creatures down, and again gets you in for attacks. If your opponent's playing lots of tokens, you want to be playing the Consuming Tide, an excellent card. You know, it really does help you out when you're in a little bit of a bind. 2 of Fading Hopes if your opponent's quite aggressive in the early game with creatures, 2 Disdainful Strokes as those kind of more defensive, you know, the counter spells, 2 of Cemetery Illuminator. Now this is what you want to be doing if your opponent's playing like an Orzhov list or anything that's using recurring from the graveyard, an excellent card. And it also means that you can potentially play cards on the top of your deck as well. And then finally, again for the more control matchups, we've got 2 of Overcharged Amalgam, which is a great card even if it's an attacker for 3/3 in the air, or if you do it as a counter spell. Really good. What works really well here is if you use the Malison to make the 1/1 Goblin and then sack it to the Amalgam, that's just really good synergy. So all in all, the deck doesn't look very powerful. Obviously, we've got a couple of manlands here in the Hall of the Storm Giants and the Faceless Havens. You know, like, it doesn't look that menacing, but we've got an 88% win rate. So stay tuned and watch us in these games. Wish us luck. I mean, say no more. Say no more, right? Impasse Doctor. Okay. And send the spirit down first. Why is Microsoft Teams starting? That's scary. Set Championship Qualifier, basically Pro Tour. Basically Pro Tour, guys. Early removal spell out of Oppo's hand. Or 2 damage. So, with these in hand, these are probably dead in hand, right? Against this opponent. But yeah, so like the team they've got there, it's just excellent, right? It's just a lot of it's basically just a lot of stuff to consider. You know, it's absolutely excellent that they've been able to do that. Now this might get flipped now. If it doesn't, then we're in good shape. Sure. Okay. So that's one of the negative elements of this, is that you put a lot of mana into it. But we'll see. Like, can you imagine if Oppo just slams a Leer here? Oh no, we don't get it, do we? Don't slam a Leer, Oppo. That's the last thing I want you to do. Okay. Interesting. Nothing on 4, have I? I'm going to play this down. Did we actually play against a Izzet deck yesterday? I have a vague memory that we did and won. But I wish this gave haste as well. I'd even give haste to my own creature, I think, just to get a couple of extra damage in. Sure. Oppo's exerted 2 removal spells thus far to try and kill the 1/1. What about Cosmos Elixir? Ooh, wow. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Cosmos Elixir, eh? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I need something better than the Shacklegeist here. Interesting. Oppo discards. I'm gonna go for the Desert Doom. I do like the Cosmos Elixir. It's been buffed, right, in thingy. It's been buffed more recently. Ooh, interesting. This is relatively harder for our opponent to deal with. I mean, it loses its ward when it attacks, so that's like, we know they've got Demon Bolts. You get Scry 1 as well as the 2 life gain. I didn't realize that. Very good. Very, very good. I mean, to be fair, our 4-drop slot is, you know, only one set of cards. So this is an Epiphany. Interesting. I'm gonna attack in here first. I'm gonna end the turn and see what my opponent does. See what they do. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're gonna go for the back-to-back Epiphanies, which is fine. Back-to-back Epiphanies, rather. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. As to attacks. I mean, I think we play this in here, right? Have you got removal? If you've got removal, we lose. Nice. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Could have Spikefield Hazard. You divided it by 0 there and not when it was on the stack. Are you okay? Are you okay, Oppo? You divided by 0 there and not when it's on the stack. Which would have been lethal. I have difficulty sometimes. I have difficulty understanding, but it's my fault. Wow. Wow, now they're mistapping. I'm still gonna lose. The annoying thing is I'm still gonna lose. But it's just funny. It's just funny. Gain control of creature up to 3. Damn. That's such a shame. Such a shame. Like... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is it going to be difficult? Because we need creatures early doors. So what I think we do here... The Mind Flayer could be good, but by the time they get those down, we're dead, right? Tempted just goes. These are our 2-drops. We're going to get the Illuminators in, I think, because that's good. Shacklegeist, not so good because it doesn't have an early effect. The Amalgamums come in. Consuming Tide, probably not the best, right? Because they're playing Haste Dragons and stuff like that. Disdainful Strokes, Hermits, and maybe... I mean, these do have Flash. So it's still like a 3/5 that So I have to tap it. I have to tap it, apparently. All right, let's stick a Fading Hope in as well. And run it out like this and then see where we go. I mean, still an okay card. Like, if they do get a dragon down, we kind of have to, you know. And as Barab says, we do get some trades that happen sometimes, which is decent. So yeah, I'm happy with where we are here. Beautiful. Right, so play first. No land, good start. Okay, so this is a easy keep for us. We get rid of the Mind Flayer. Play land, say go. We're gonna go for the Hacker, I think. Obviously, good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. Tempted is a bit. I mean, if we're on curve, it absolutely smashes your opponents. I mean, obviously it's garbage against this list, but I think this is going to be an abrade. No. 2 damage. Scry. Ooh. I can double spell next turn. This is something I can sack to the Amalgam as well. And we get a land later on. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Let's play this in and say go. This is either card draw or it's an Epiphany. What in Hollywood Pizzas? Man, go for it. Hollywood runs a very good tournament. I've got nothing bad to say about Hollywood's tournaments, and not because he's a friend, but because his tournaments are typically really good. Like he doesn't take any like bullshit or anything like that, which I think is great. Like he's really fair in the way that he does things. Like if there's any kind of miscommunication stuff, he just shuts you down straight away. The cat guy, stop it, Zork, stop it. Is that just straight up draw? I don't know if it's too slow. You banned Nathan L this weekend? Why? What did he do? Presumably you should wait until I've buffed that, right? No, I don't talk to psychopaths. Well, not when I'm not working. Anyway. Spectral Adversary, Faceless Haven. I like the Faceless Haven. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna pick land because we know that's on top. Oh, let's go. Did you hear cancel culture? He's so staring at. Love to see it. Oppo's like, oh, it's a 6 drop. It's a 6/6. Wait, he broke a toxicity rule? Dear Lord. Surely it's easier to not be toxic than to be toxic. You missed it? Well, it sounds like this thing that Bushwookies talking about is nothing to do with me, and it's actually something different, which is interesting to see in here. Why would you find it not hard to be nice to me? I'm probably one of the nicest people in the arena community. In fact, I'd argue that like nobody is as nice as me in MTG Arena. End the term? I mean, I've got more creatures in my deck, so... Boom, 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 boom. But seeing it through our chat, fantastic. I wonder if he's tweeted about being cancelled from a tournament. He'll probably blame me, right? Because he hates me. He hates me with a passion. He tweets about me all the time. But he's got like 16 followers on Twitter. So like, he's basically tweeting about me to nobody. So he's basically just talking about me in his head, which I really like. I get like a little bit of a chill sometimes thinking about it. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. Wait, has Upper got a 1-drop? His family members and some bots. The worst thing is, like, I think I said the other day, like, the other day when we raided Mojo, the other day when we raided Mojo, I went downstairs, had some lunch and stuff, came back and we was on Zan's channel, and we'd been on Zan's channel for ages apparently, and the only person that was chatting was Nathan, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Wasn't the first streamer to receive one, though. Well, I mean, you can't really call yourself a streamer if you don't stream. Wait, do I win? Size Trash, how's it going, my friend? Hope you're doing well today. That was a little bit cheeky, wasn't it? That was a little bit on the naughty side of things. Run it back. We do get some absolutely excellent, you know, some excellent turns with this deck. Always get on Arena if you enjoy Arena. I'm loving Arena at the minute. I'm loving Arena at the minute. I just tweeted that this morning in chat that I've figured out why people are giving Arena such a bad time at the minute. You know, you've got several big names in the Magic community saying how bad it is, but giving no reason at all. One person recently tweeted that the reason that they aren't enjoying Arena at the minute is because you can only play formats that are on Arena, and it's got like 300 odd retweets, and I'm like, what? I don't like this game because the only thing you can do on this game is play this game. What? Are you okay? Are you okay? So that completely boggled my mind. I'm still trying to understand and digest that information. And then I said that obviously gets perpetuated by the fact that they've got like huge communities, and then they've got these huge communities who then don't think for themselves and are like, oh yeah, Arena's not very good. It's like, well, no. Don't listen to a random person on the internet. Make your own decisions about this game. People are just waiting for EDH. Like, people are playing that on paper though, right? Isn't like EDH like people are just mostly playing that on spell table and stuff and having fun? The only way to implement EDH into this client is to implement every single card into the client, and if you do that, then Like how do people get the cards? Because there's not a second economy in there's not a second thing in the. So how are people getting those cards? My argument would be they won't, which creates almost a it almost artificially creates this is the situation. Oh, have they got another Spikefield Hazard? You're demon bolting it? Seems kind of aggressive, Oppo, but sure. And Scry. Hermit? Hermit's good. Hermit's fine, right? Yeah, can you imagine doing it? Josh, can you imagine doing it on mobile? Just absolutely. I'm just racking my brain to see how that actually would work. And I know how it would work. The answer is it wouldn't. It wouldn't. The bigger barrier to EDH actually multiplayer. Good point. Yeah, there's no multiplayer component, is there? Interesting. Do I like the treasure token? I do like the treasure token, but I also feel that maybe Oppo will have sideboarded out the. I feel that Oppo may have sideboarded out the 1 mana. No, the 2 mana Syndiclasm. I'd sideboard out Syndiclasm against this list because I mean they haven't seen this card. They haven't seen this card, so like, why would they keep Syndiclasm in based on the cards they've seen? The answer is they wouldn't, right? You think? You hope? Imagine? And Hovey in like 3 minutes? 100%. 100%. So that's definitely a barrier, right? Which I think we can all appreciate. I did want to activate this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start dealing 5 damage. Because of this, we're basically on the uppers on our 3-turn clock. Put a counter? Don't mind if I do. Put a counter here. It's more effective than just dealing 1 damage, right? Essentially. Come. Beat is it? Love it. We're not supposed to beat is it with this deck, but and people I think are forgetting the fact that you're not. We can't instantly click our fingers and get everything we want in life. Actually working towards something, grinding, like it's essentially me starting an MMO and being like, I want all the wood and I want it all now. I want all this ancient wood from these trees that my little pickaxe needs to be able to cut down. And you know what? I can cut these. I can use my pickaxe to cut this ancient tree down. But it might take me a decade. Wood. Oh, P-Walk, how's it going? Is Oppo on? Has Oppo stolen our deck, chat? Do we have a copycat gamer in chat? No, we don't. We have Mr. Minto and the emerging sequence. Sounds like a game. I'm just gonna play this in. Do I trade? I think Oppo's just gonna be tapping this and playing a bigger creature, right? I want to punch just 1 tree and build a city. Thank you, the Roman Empire. Blizzard Brawl, are you kidding me? Sure. Sure, I don't even... Wait. Chat. I'll watch later with some popcorn. -1 mana. We now have 5 mana. Mike, how's it going, brother? Hope you're doing well. Okay. I'm hearing like these horrible noises outside. Here's for 4. That's interesting. I mean, I play this down there just trades, right? So I want to keep this open. Keep open the Spectral Adversary. I mean, the thing is, I could even trade for this. Like, is trading a Spectral Adversary good here? Like, for this? It's a big card. Another emerging sequence? I think I do. Play this in and get the spirit down. I mean, I probably attack him with this, right? Because what do? I throw this in front of something. How can we take on the Jeskai deck? Which Jeskai deck, Mike? I can't remember that for my life. I am playing Jeskai though in the Historic Open this weekend. I'm playing a really complicated deck, so I'm going to be spending tomorrow's stream and the stream after trying to figure out actually how you play it, which is going to be hilarious. But you know, we go again. Oh, the flicker effect stuff. Disgusting. Sounds vile. Sounds vile. I think we're attacking and draw. You blocking? I was gonna say. Just disgusting. I was like, what? What? Flavor, put 2 counters on it. Whenever this creature deals combat damage, draw a card. I mean, I'm just gonna put like 8 counters on this. I win next turn up, but you need to do something. Have you got a flyer? Is a great question. Do you have a flyer? Do you have a kill spell for the Mind Flayer? Because if you don't, if I'm being honest with you, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for you. So Oppo must have something, right? They've played a land. So they must have a creature or removal spell. We know they're playing the Blizzard Brawls. Maybe they've got a Blizzard Brawl. But if you've got a Blizzard Brawl, you hit the Mind Flayer straight away. You kill this straight away, right? Mind Flayer just coming in there, just absolutely clutch. Ordering really important there. Or we wouldn't have drawn this, in fact. Huh. I'm a little hesitant about attacking him with the Doom Dissenter. Or is Oppo just... Are we just being roped? Maybe we're just being roped. Maybe we're just being roped. Oppo doesn't like the fact that we've made a deck which is like, you know, full on gamer. This is yours. This is yours. I'll give them you back after the match, Oppo, I promise. I promise I'll give them you back after the match. You don't have to... Can't stand Oppos that walk off when they know they're going to lose. Well, it just goes what... It's exactly what I say about certain types of player, right? It just goes back to the fact they've got limited social skills. Limited abilities, you know, to play the game in a way. Now, I have no doubts whatsoever here that Oppo has a... Let's have a look. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they don't. Okay. I thought they'd have something to kill this and then stick some counters on this at instant speed. But never mind. Let's go. Love that. So, interestingly, non-land permanents. So that's bad for them, right? Because this is a land. You don't deserve to beat me. Fading Hope seem excellent here. Shacklegeist good. The Malison probably one of the weakest cards we've got at the minute. Dragon Turtle interesting. Decent blocker. Decent blocker. I mean, maybe we want the Dragon Turtle. You know, like, or at least a 2 of. And then I go down on the Malisons because we're on the draw. Great card, great card, great card. Maybe this is slightly weak. And maybe we get rid of one Consider. Okay, I like where this is. I like where this is. Maybe we should put this thing 4 strokes in because they've got quite a lot of big creatures. We don't know what their last creature is. I mean, it could be a Coma, right? Because they're playing blue-green. So for me, if I'm playing blue-green ramp, Coma is my win con. Just straight up. But I've got a Mind Flayer. You know? Victory? Let's go. Right, we'll play this game. We'll go against Spookily Dokley, and then we'll have a look at Clone Crafter and the Mimic card. Play first. Beautiful. Guys, do you remember that time that I was a numbered gamer? The one thing I like about this, it gives us something to do on turn 2. Am I going to be in Adam's chat tonight? It depends what the missus is doing, in all honesty. Like, I'm trying to spend a lot more time with Louise. Because I got into a rut of playing Magic off stream. Which I think is... I don't think you have to play Magic off stream because... You know? You can just... Apparently, and this is what I've heard, guys, so don't quote me on it. But apparently, you can stream and then not have to keep playing the game. Which, I kid you not, it's absolutely changed my life hearing that. So I've been trying to spend a lot less time with Magic content, but I must admit, like, I don't watch many Twitch streamers because I just don't have the time. But like when I do, like, Adam's always my go-to in the evening. He tends to stream when Louise has like a bath every night, like a proper bath, which I don't. Which I you know I'm just more of a shower person. So Louise sticks herself into the bath for an hour to chill and rewind. So I always. If Adam's on, I will drop him a watch. Very good streamer. Kitchen Table, how are you, my friend? What have you been up to this week? I don't think Oppo's going to have another Spikefield Hazard. You wait until the soups are on? So you mean soaps? You mean soaps? Unless you're some sort of, you know, Heinz delivery man, an expert in Heinz related soups. I can imagine your kitchen. You've got your kitchen table behind you, obviously by your name, with magic decks on it, and then in front of you you've got like 14 hobs, each of which are 57 hobs even, each of which bubbling away different things. Love to see it. Oh, you did mean the soaps? Oh, it's slightly less interesting now, I guess. There is a world here where we can go for... I've got no idea what Oppo plays here, guys. So, I kind of like Grazilaxx. Attacking. Yeah, man, I'm doing really well, thank you. Really well. I had a decent day at work yesterday, which was good as always. I'm really enjoying my job at the minute. So, a decent day at work yesterday, followed by good stream, really good stream yesterday. We kind of made a new deck, which was good. You managed to call out 57, but then called them things instead of varieties. What? Look, I'm not a spokesperson for Heinz. I'm not a spokesperson for Heinz, guys. I'm a spokesperson for Wraith energy drinks. An energy drink that I've been drinking for a long time now. Like a very long time. You know what? I can't remember the last time that I didn't have a Wraith energy drink to start my day. Can you guys? Right. I think I'm just going to go. I'm just going to crack in and get as much damage done as possible here. Oh, never an issue, man. Never an issue. That's how life goes, right? Faceless Haven. We could have done with that Faceless Haven last turn. Could have done with the Faceless Haven last turn. A list that I've never seen before, chat. So very interested to see how this kind of turns out. Oppo's just going to be gaining life here, right? Faceless Haven could end up carrying us. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Bum, 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 bum. Serpents, do you have hinds in Australia? I mean, I think you do. I think you do, but I'm not entirely sure if you do or not. You do have hinds? Nice. I knew that. If you gain 4 more life, did you gain 4 more life? You didn't gain 4 more. Wait, did you? Oh. Spoil sport. At the beginning of each end step, if you gained 4 more life. Hey, Volcars, how's it going, man? Put 2 counters on it. Maybe Oppo can't read. Maybe Oppo doesn't read it properly. Oh, I could have attacked him with both. I forgot about that extra clause. Oh, Oppo should be down at 7 there, chat. I punted. What a shame. What a shame. I punted there. I should have attacked him with this, because then if Oppo had blocked this, I could have just brought it back to my hand. They wouldn't have gained any life, but if they didn't, then I'm dealing 3 damage and they go down to 8. And I get to draw a card as well. So yeah, so overall mistake there. I forget about the I remember the second clause, but I don't remember the first clause. A little bit like Tim Allen's career, basically. Snake Bear, how is it going, my friend? How the devil are you? I've been streaming for an hour already. Damn. Writing a new paper, guys. I'm writing a couple of new papers at the minute. One's on filicide, which is the death of killing your own child, and some of the kind of public judgments of that, all wrapped up in mental health. This card again. Are we going to lose this card twice in 2 days? Are you absolutely kidding me? Like, no capper. Are you kidding me now, Oppo? Wow. Wow. And the second one is about stalking, which should be published very soon. I could do 4 here. Thinking. This is... So I could do 8 here, which would be fine. But if I attacked him with this, Oppo blocks it and kills it. They take 3, we win, I think. Whenever it attacks. GG's. 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 I'm gonna decline. I mean, I can do, can't I? It doesn't really matter. Beautiful. Stunning work there. Lethal on board. Offers hand. Can I counter this? Seems important to counter. Tempted goes. This seems easy swaps. Mind Flayer is potentially quite poor here. Wow, I didn't even see the whole Breaker Horror there, chat. I didn't even see the whole Breaker Horror. I actually therefore like the Fading Hopes a little bit more as well. Maybe take out a couple of this. No, actually no. Keep the Spirits in, but take out a couple of the Malmasons or the Spectral Adversaries. Malmasons. Can I get through the huge life gain decks? What's what's that in Snake Bear? Is that in historic or standard or alchemy? Okay. I don't know where this deck's coming from. Someone must have done a YouTube video of it, right? I misshaved the other day and cut a little bit too short here. It's growing back fine now. But I think it's more or less the Roiling Vortex. Oh, Roiling Vortex is chef's kiss against life gain. They hate it. Oh yeah, so the stalking one is essentially, we don't know much about, we know about stalking as a whole, but we don't know much about the different typologies of stalkers. So typologized by kind of like what's driven them to stalking. In standard, or that's a little bit more difficult then. Are there life gain decks in standard? Apparently so. So it's about identifying one group of stalkers from a forensic population and kind of trying to learn a little bit about them, like the demographics and things like that. So it's basically a descriptive paper. I don't hold like massive hopes for it going in a high impact factor journal, but there's always journals we can put it in. Like I think I had this conversation the other day. I forget, is it Azian I had the conversation with, I want to say, about not publishing in high impact factor journals anymore. I just like to publish in journals that I like to publish as freely as possible. And you know, wherever I can, just for the information to get out there, and then I'll tweet about it. And if people are interested, they'll read the work, won't they? Oh, I see. Yeah. Do a little jig. I was also thinking the other day that I need to sit back a little bit more in my desk. I need to, you know, sit properly a little bit more. Get some early removal out of Oppo's hand. Like, I want them to use the Fading Hopes on things like that, rather than like my bigger creatures, because that's where it becomes problematic, right? So get those out of the way early doors. Celestus, nice. There is a world, no, because it's a 6-drop, isn't it? I think it's a 6-drop. I'm going to play the Spirit down. Stalkers versus X's, Stalkers versus Celebrities. Different reasons, motives. Yes, basically so, but we're looking at it from the perspective of stalkers that have violent tendencies, stalkers that have collective tendencies. Collective tendencies essentially meaning that some stalkers, and some of you might find this weird actually, so some stalkers, like they, and also sex offenders, they both do it, have kind of like addictive personalities where they have to collect things from other individuals, which is quite interesting, isn't it? Attacking him with this, then they're going to tap it down for a bigger thing. Maybe go land into a... What's this? I don't mind this as much. Have you got anything more? I'm going to play down an adversary there. What are some of the reasons that you do stalkers aim to get out of stalking? So that's a great question, Barry. We don't actually know. There's not that much. There's no literature on it. Like we can make assumptions, you know, based on maybe personality traits in terms of, you know, wanting a connection with somebody, or maybe trying to facilitate a connection with somebody that may or may not be there. But you divided that by 0? Wait, what? Oh, they want to play this down as the bridge, perhaps? How interesting. Yeah, so there's certain individuals that want to kind of facilitate that closeness and that connection. And then there's other individuals which are more kind of like to force the relationship with somebody a lot. Like they know that the relationship's not there. Other individuals might think the relationship's actually there when it's not. Other people might realize the relationship's not there but try to force it regardless, if that makes sense. Which I think is, again, ridiculously interesting. So I've got a couple of counter spells here. Oppo just wanted to use the mana? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's try and force this again then. If they've got another divide by 0. I mean, they'll probably target one of my creatures, right? Or Fading Hope it, sure. Like, these things feel okay. Like they don't feel bad. Like I've got the Amalgam, which I don't mind sacking off one of these. But so like I work with people that are very kind of they're trying to establish like research portfolios in the area of stalking. So what I would say is like there's going to be lots of great stuff to come. It's just that we perhaps don't. In fact, they've just emailed me about it now. Oops, got my light on. But we just don't know, and I think that stalking's been a. I think one of the main reasons is people sometimes don't see it as a criminal offence, if that makes sense. Disdainful Stroke, or they don't give it the respect it probably deserves. Is a better way of putting that. I mean, I've got to fire this out now. Sacrifice this. Counter the bridge. Are we good? Wow, that's huge. Sure. Pass. In Search of Greatness is actually doing lots of work for our opponent. Maybe I should have given it a little bit more respect early doors. You may cast a permanent spell from your hand with mana value 1 plus the higher. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Propaganda here. Let's see what's cracking. Hall of the Storm Giants? I'm actually fine taking the Hall of the Storm Giants. Actually, don't mind that. Play the same. Like, we could obviously got a slightly bigger Spectral Adversary if I didn't play the Consider, but I think Consider's the right move there. Shacklegeist. Like, let's get the Shacklegeist in. Because then it's like, we're gearing up now, aren't we? We're gearing up. Because that's 6 damage. We kind of have lethal next turn. Depends on what our opponents have. Like so they've got the Moonveil Regent. Like, if they've got this 6-drop... If they've got like a 6-drop thing, we want to Mind Flayer it, right? Whereas at the minute, I can tap this down with the Shacklegeist. Yeah, they've got to do something. I need to keep this. They draw a card. We might have the win, in all honesty, with this Hall of the Storm Giants. We'll see what Oppo has. But they've got to have something for 2 mana, 3 mana, I've just noticed. Could have lethal here, chat. Tap land. Divari Disruption, nice. You know what? I'm even going to play this in just as a... Because now they've got to have 2 removal spells, I think. Sure. So they lose the dragon? Have you got something for 2 mana? I'm going to swing. Oppo's got to have a Fading Hope for one of my creatures. Nice. I mean, Oppo could have blocked the Amalgam, let this go through for 9, and then still had the region. Oh, I kind of guess, no, this is decent.
Has been through enough.
Okay. Ooh. 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 Chef's kiss here, but... Daughter's first ex-boyfriend stalked while in high school. At the school chaplain, have a serious talk with them. Wow.
Don't worry. It's only
and that's another difficult thing, right? Because in that scenario, as horrible as it sounds, you know... Wait, how did that? What? Really? Huh. Not as easy as we thought here, chat. I mean, we didn't think it was easy, but now even more so. Yeah, that's a difficult one in itself, in that there's so many kind of unknown variables in terms of like how do you kind of capture age in that equation, you know? Like where does the age issue come in? Prismatic Bridge here, chat, is just okay. So a little bit lucky for us, I guess. Oppo's still at 31 cards. The Teferi's gaining them life. Digging. Well, obviously that's not to say that's an excuse in terms of age, because it's not. But equally, you can see where that might come in. Okay, Oppo draws a card. We can attack in and make a thing here. Dragon, sure. Dragon's more problematic, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. What is this? This is 4. My turn. Something on their upkeep? What is this on their upkeep? I don't understand. What is it? Have they got a Fading Hope? Are they just going to blow me out? I think they are. I think they're going to blow me out here. In response, Oppo brings the flavor to my hand. Chat, we could just lose this. Reduce to memory. I mean, this... Yeah, GG's, Oppo, GG's. Like, this bridge just absolutely wrecked us. And so... Maybe Consuming Tide is the one. Interesting. Maybe Consuming Tide is the one. Tempted still not. Tempted still doesn't do it for us here. Dragon, no. I mean, we just have. I think we just have to be a little bit lucky, in all honesty. So these are our 2 drops here. Mind Flayer can be excellent in this list. I think we're on the play, aren't we? So we'll play maybe a couple of these in. The Spectral Adversary is fine. Maybe take out 1 and maybe take out 2 of these and replace for these. There's the Hermit. There's the Hermit. Oppo's got a lot of mana though. Oppo's got a lot of mana. They are playing to burn down the house. They're not playing counter spells. I'm fine, I think, where we are. See him occasionally at shop, give you the filthiest looks. Interesting. Nothing, and the thing is, like, you know, that's now for all effectiveness just done, right? There's nothing we can, you know, you just have to hope that they grow up to be more reasonable by the looks of by what you're saying in terms of the way they're acting. Maybe that's not going to be the case. Okay, so we're going to play this down first. We're going to hope that we get the Grazilaxx. Do you reckon Grazilaxx is supposed to be a play on the words of Grazilaxx? Which could be the case. 2 Field of Ruins. I mean, I'm assuming it is, right? I'm just going for this, I think. I think the Scry's just more valuable for us. Shacklegeist is fine. End the turn. We'll see what land they go for. I don't think we've played down the adversary just yet, because they can ping it, right? Take away their blue. Or we lose the Geist. That's twice I've done that. It's twice I've done that, chat. I'm not very smart at the old Magic the Gathering games. Play this in and just attack in. Make a treasure, or do we create a goblin? Goblins. I think we do create a goblin actually. Goblin works really well with the overcharged amalgam. End the turn. Let's go. Morning, devs. How's it going, brother? Like aged salmon, like Grazilaxx is like where you put a piece of salmon and you marinate it with like salt, lemon, and pepper, and then squish it down really tightly. Wrap it in foil, like lots of layers. Wrap it in cloth, and then I think you what do you do after that, chat? You bury it in a grave. So lax is salmon and grav is grave. So grave salmon. Yeah. I mean, correct me, like literally correct me if I'm wrong. I might be completely just talking out my arse. I don't think I am. But end the turn. Yeah. That's what Grazilaxx is. Then when you unbury it, it's essentially like all cooked because of the pressure of the ground, but also the salt and the lemon and the citrus cooking it. Which land are they going to unpick? They're untapping this land. Yeah, well, there's still people that make it like the original way, isn't there? Is my understanding.
A second here, a second there. Who's counting?
I'm gonna play this in. I think we killed it to fairy.
Now what?
And end the turn. Oppo failed it to basic. Yes. Yes, Anna. Happy New Year, Anna. Hope you're doing well. Feel the ruins came in clutch there for us as well. So Oppo's off of blue now. Oh no, they got blue here. Oppo's off of black. And white. They're off of white as well. White and black. Interesting. Oh no, they've got this, haven't they? This can be any colour. Really easy to pair in the fridge. Yeah, but like it's more fun to dig a hole, right? It's more fun to dig a hole. Oppo? Ah, they got the white there. It'll be all white on the night. I just attack, right? Any music? I said dig a hole, not poke a hole. Ridiculous. This is actually a great game of Magic. Oppo with a full grip. It goes down on 1 mana though, right? So they need to have a... Like a board draft's not going to do it because we still have the Hall of the Storm Giants. We could have a Fading Hope here, I guess. We get to draw a card from this, hopefully. I mean, they could have a Spikefield Hazard which kills this, but they probably want to kill this, right? Or maybe they don't. Maybe this is the play. Like, all they need is the 4/4 make a thing. But Oppo goes down to, well, hopefully Oppo goes down to 5. And then we've got the same amount of damage coming through next turn. We draw. We draw 2, in fact. Oh wait, venture into dungeon. Yeah, we draw a card. Sure. See, I thought this was just draw a card when it deals damage, but it's not. But it did draw a card because we ventured into dungeon. So I was right. Ish. Kind of, if you squint. Maybe. Grazilaxx comes in packets? What? Grazilaxx comes in packets? Well, like dried? Ugh. For authentic Grazilaxx, it must be dug into sand from the Norwegian town of Bergen. And the one digging the hole must be called Fenorisson. Yeah, if it's not like that, it's basically like one of my pet thieves. One of my pet thieves. I keep them locked up. One of my pet peeves is in the UK we have a show called Come Dine With Me, which is basically 4 people or 5 people go around to each other's houses 1 day a week and have dinner, and then on the Friday for the final dinner, GG's Oppo, let's go. On the Friday, they vote to see whose meal and household was the best and what that, and then they get money for it. More food reviews. You clearly have no taste. What? I'd have no taste after I've finished eating the salty fish. Oriq. Beautiful. A software update is required to connect to Dean's iPhone 7. It's not an iPhone 7 for starters. Is it? It's iPhone 12. So, not now, I guess? Was made with love, no sense of smell or sight, but love. Oh, it makes me... Oh, the Norwegian fish, though, guys. Honestly, if you've not tried it, please do try it. Like, go to an overpriced restaurant and try it. That's the best way you can try it. It just makes me feel... It makes me feel bad inside. Oh. Making small mouthfuls and roll it into the left sea, yeah. 100%, 100%. But I'm assuming that people just don't do that. I'm assuming people are just like, nah, screw it. Screw it, let's eat it all. I'm making that, it doesn't matter where I do this. Can I send you a can of surströmming of and open it on stream? Yes, man, you can do. You can do. Do you have one? Is that something you have? I'm gonna. Do I tempt it? Yeah, man. I'd normally give out. I'd normally give you my PO box, but I'll give you my actual address because you know. I trust you not to. Well, actually, anyone in the right, anyone can find my address, but I'll give you my address. Small mouth was a nickname for my wiener. Don't open it in that room. Wait, I shouldn't open it? Yes, for the streamathon. 50 subs. I'll when we get to the 50 sub mark, I'll eat the streamer. Sure. And eat it. What? Don't know about that. Chat. Chat, please advise. Please advise. Pass? I guess?
Hi, Dean!
Wait. Do you have... Did you... Tilda, your name just got... Your name just got muted by Twitch. Fantastic. Fantastic. I was gonna be like, who's Kona? Who's Kona? Don't want to miss that. The streamathon's on the 21st, guys. Streamathon's on the 21st. Final schedule going out later. Devs, drop me a message on their Twitch or Discord, just so I don't forget to, you know. Do not open it in the room. What if I open it by the window? Shall I open it by the window? "21st is your stream anniversary marathon thing?" Yes. Yes. It's interesting. This is very interesting. Do whatever you want. The reaction will be organic. I do love a nice organic reaction. Draw 2 cards. Well, with opportunities is good in my deck. Shame I'm only drawing lands, you know. Hashtag content creator. Tovlar. Thank you very much, brother. I will remember to get to that later. I mean, do I just race my opponent here? Like, I can block this and draw 2. I could draw 1, rather. I kind of like... I do like killing this, though. Screw it. I'm going to draw because then I draw one, and then I've got the draw here as well. And then if we lose, right? Two considers. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oh, I don't really want this to flip, though. So that's lethal in the air, unless Oppo's got removal, and we get to keep the Hullbreaker Horror secret. It feels good, right? Do you stream in the morning because you're a morning person? No, I stream in the morning because if I stream in the evening, I'll never see my missus. Oppo's got something at instant speed? Or the game's crashed? If you've ever fished and forgot to clean the bait bucket, that's what your room will smell like for weeks? What? What? Really? Venom. So they can do 5 damage to me. But I'd need to play the Hullbreaker Horror. They can do 5 damage to me. But I'd need to play the Hullbreaker Horror this turn, right?
Guess you don't need my help.
And then it's whoever top decks best. I guess. Oppo can't attack in, and if they only attack in with a few, it doesn't do anything. You know? Zika's Chariot, are you kidding me? Wow, okay. You're kidding me, aren't you? I think this is GG's, chat. Anyone feel tempted by the Oriq? Or just me? In response, Oppo does the Chariot. We tap it and attack him. Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. Aldo, how's it going, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I didn't realize that was you because it was dark blue on black. Good. I wish this was steal a creature, mana value 4 or less. That'd be excellent, right? We play this down. Not to give our opponent any more information. We tap target creature. We give them the GGs. Great game of Magic. Great game of Magic the Gathering there. Especially on the Arena platform, of course. Right. What do we like here, then? So, we know they're running this as a 4-drop. Kind of like the Consuming Tide a little bit, but... Is the Consuming Tide good here? Like, if they're playing the Sedge Witch and stuff like that, then it is really good, right? I think Consuming Tide could be good, you know. Illuminator, they are playing Snowlands. They haven't shown any sort of inclination for that. But, like, the Cemetery Illuminator is good against the you know... Fading Hope seems good. We're probably not playing the Malison, in all honesty, here. Alrund is 2-drop. Shackle Guy seems good. Grazilaxx. Desert Doom. Mind Flayer, I think, is still going to be good. Tempted is decent. In fact, all of these cards are really good. But what do we do? What do we switch up? Do we switch up anything? The Illuminator could be decent. It also allows us to get a little bit faster as well. I think maybe we take 1 Shackle Gas down, 2 Illuminators, and we're going to go... I think I'm actually going to drop the Ascending Spirits because it's a lot to put in there, and they're going to have removal spells. And maybe take out 1 Mind Flayer and run back. I think that's the way. Horror's such a house of a card. Yes, it's very powerful. And we're not even using it to its full effect here. That's the great thing. Dean, what would you say is more painful? Stubbing your toe on a coffee table or pouring cold water in a pot noodle by mistake? Oh, can you imagine? That's just like -1 pot noodle, isn't it? Like, you're literally -1 pot noodle if you do that, because all of the... you can't... Like, even though you can pour the water out and it won't affect the noodles, it will affect the powder. So you can just pour it out and then re-put hot water in, but you'll have, like, really just watery pasta. Like, not good. Not good. Oppo with a duress. Early duress to kind of see what we're doing here. 28 lands. Yeah, Devs, do you think that's too much? Like, we never seem to, like, flood or anything. So I don't know if it's too much or not. I guess we'll see. Wait, has Oppo's not got a second land? Against me? Are you okay? Baby Hadley crying? Hello, baby Hadley? Yeah. What are you doing down there? Yeah. Hello, baby Hadley. Uh-huh. He's a little kitten. Yeah. He's really, really small. Boo, boo, boo. He's really small. Yeah. Oh, you heard your mum's awake. Is that where you're going? Are you off to see your mum? No, no. Microphone. That's microphone. You can't eat that. Ah. Okay, bye-bye, baby Hadley. Boom, boom, boom. Hadley is the largest of all the animals. There's rumors that actually there's smaller animals that exist, but I mean bigger animals exist, but I don't think so. Do I have the Devouring Disruption in my deck? No. Do you think I should include it? I literally always fail when I include that card. Like I never have a good time when I play it. Not to say it's a bad card. It's just that I'm just awful with it. Maybe it's just me though. Maybe I'm the one that can't play the card properly. Grass. Sure. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should swap maybe a Devour. How many do you reckon? 1 or 2? We're gonna attack in here with these. Switch out 3 lands for them. Guess I could do, you know. Our word kill? Sure. We'll take an instant speed spell as well. And I'm going to go for the Alrund. And I'm going to draw creatures because we know we've got one on top. 2 creature spells. 8/8, by the way. People see you tapped out and drop their big creatures so you don't counter them and they... Oh, stasis. Stasis for that. I'm going to give you a free good morning message. Hello! Well, what Arena's trying to find is an opponent who's good enough to match us, but who on paper has an awful deck like we do. We've been matched up against Marcus Rahul. Bum 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 bum. When's the release? No idea. Guys, if you are interested in a... It's basically free to enter. I think it's like $6 to enter. Right? I think it's $6 to enter. So if you guys are interested in a tournament over the weekend, please go and check this out. Please, please, please. I don't want too many of you to enter, obviously. I just want like a decent amount of you to enter. It's being run by our good friends at Bushwookie. Top 8 arena qualifier versus championship. What? I don't know what the difference. I don't know the differences. So I need to come first then, do I? I guess I'll come first. Dominic Palarus. I've got no idea who Dominic Palarusia is. Are they a are they some sort of gamer? Are they any good? Are they okay? Or are they just garbage? I'm assuming they're just garbage, right? Until proven different. Adversary? You'll skip ladder grinding? Wait, I don't have to stream for a month? Interesting. He's excellent? Is he as good as me? He can't be that good, man, if I've not heard of him. Bum, bum. Field of Ruin, land. No, I kind of don't need those at the minute, right? I said basically free to enter. Basically free to enter. Oppo says good game. He's good at every format. He's good at every format? What do you mean? Like, I'm good at every format. Am I not good at every format? Oh. Eaten alive? -1 removal spell. Are you gonna... Second eaten alive? -2 removal spells. Grazilaxx. Modern, Vintage, and Legacy. Oh, he doesn't know anything about the new cards then, I guess. Beautiful. Kenny Dream Leash. Necro Duality? I mean, Oppo. Please. Your enchantment tribal. Bum 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 bum. Brito, welcome to the channel, my friends. Hope you're doing well today. This is where consuming tide's good, right? Fading Hope. 2 Fading Hopes. These are 2 drops. Kick out the Malisons because we're on the play. Dream Shackle Geist, I assume, is okay. Desert Doom. Good, good, good. Maybe we take out 1 and a 1. Run it back. He just made the last top 8 of the Arena Historic Tournament. What was the deck he played, man? What was the deck he played? He's a Zoomer who's good at playing a game. Yeah, but guys, enter the tournament. Like, enter the tournament. If there's obviously discourse in terms of how much people should be paying for a game, but this seems like a good value for me personally. So I will be entering the tournament. I'm going to be beating this this Lawrence Delalio guy as well. Phoenix? Sure. Sure. I'm going to be playing Jeskai Control. -2 life. Of all of them going up, you're the cheapest to join? Yeah, you are. What? Barrow, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Loading. Loading. Maybe I should have played the Anger of Urgum. Thinking. Gonna pass. Necro Duality. Sure. Best attacks. We buff this and we play the Consider, I think. Turns out to be a decent turn for us. Field of Ruin. Beautiful. Let's pass. Now we just want something that... I kind of guess we should have... You sacking? Oh, it's the different one, isn't it? I should have hit the Necro Duality. Ah, never mind. Eaten alive on this? Sure. Not the token? Yeah, man. Yeah. I punted. I meant to do something completely different, but never mind. Never mind. I think we just end the turn here. Yeah, I thought it was a different card, man, in all honesty. I honestly thought it was a completely different card. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning here, guys. Absolutely stunning. Oppo's got to kill these 2 creatures, and then we can just drop the Hullbreaker Horror. Hullbreaker Horror into maybe both the Mind Flayer and the Dream Shackle. Bouncing 2 of their things. Oh, just absolutely sensational. Sure. Pass to attacks. Good game. Let me show you my cards, Marcus. Marcus, let me show you my cards. So there you have it. What more can I say? Are you converted yet? Are you converted to the mono blue dream? The deck is just so exciting to play and nobody expects to see it. So we're picking up wins even in matches that we shouldn't be. As one person in my chat said, if your opponent sees your mono blue list completely tap out, they feel that they can play their creatures, play their spells, only for you to go and steal them and just smash face the very next turn. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of the list. Have you tried it? What changes would you make? And as always guys, before I see you in the next video, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and catch me on twitch.tv 5 days a week on the link down below. Catch you guys later.